they did a letter. It's basically.
It's a long haul to get up
She
there.
doesn't like.
She's trying to tell you you can do it better.
It's okay, that's good, I was worried.
I can do it.
You can leave me.
I can record it.
She said that the golf was.
We're going to change that. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the monthly board meeting, Monday, February 10th, 2020, of the Bonita Springs Fire Control and Rescue District board meeting. Reverend Chitwood is going to lead us with a prayer. Please rise.
I'd like to have a moment of silence for 9 firefighters who lost their life this month across the U.S. God, we come to you this evening and we ask for your blessing and your grace upon the families of those who have lost a loved one that's a firefighter this month. I pray, Lord, that they will find comfort and peace and strength in you. You will watch over them. Lord, I pray that you'll protect our firefighters here in Bonita, keep them safe, keep them from harm, watch over their families, Lord, and just thank you for the protection that you give. And thank you for our freedom, the ability to meet as a free nation, to gather together in a meeting like this. Pray you'll grant wisdom to those who make decisions that impact the lives of others. It's in Christ's name I pray.
Amen.
Amen.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Any public comment on agenda items? Seeing none, I need the approval for the January 13, 2020 regular minute.
So move. Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
I need one motion for the January 2020 and current expenditures and ACH payments, the acknowledgement of financial report, acknowledgement of wire transfers and transfers between accounts, and the budgeted purchase orders over $10,000.
So moved.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Our
Chairman?
first,
I'd like to, presentation number 1 with Michelle Malsbury from U.S. since it's been canceled. She called me this morning. She has been diagnosed with the influenza A, so we've asked her not to come and to reschedule it.
we're all good with that.
Yeah.
Well, then the next thing is the, who's going to, you're going to do the promotions and
Yes,
presentations?
sir. I will. I'm going to go a little out of order. We're going to start with lieutenants and go up through the highest ranking officer. So at this time, I'd like to have Eric Scholes come up. Just a few words as he's coming up. Eric was hired by us in 2006 as an inspector. Since that time, got his Inspector 1 and Inspector 2. 2011, he decided we needed some firefighters on the line. He says, hey, I can probably do that. So he went over and took that on for us and became a firefighter with us. Just before that, Eric headed up our pre-plans. He took the initiative and would do the drawings and then put them on either Mobilize, or in that time it was First Look Pro. Since that time, like I said, he moved 2011, moved as a firefighter, got his paramedic and 2014, and then became a acting lieutenant in 2018. Now,
Wow.
I'm proud to say that he's a lieutenant, full-time.
Yay.
That's a hell of a work ethic.
And his wife Alicia is going to come up and pin him.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Not that it's a coincidence, but Eric was one of my firefighters when I was a lieutenant, so.
In spite of that?
In spite of that, he still made it.
You still made it.
Next on the list is Battalion Chief Jimmy Zamora. Again, Jimmy was hired, he was one of the ones that was hired for us. You can come up, Jimmy. He was one of those trial ones, like back in 2001 when we were going through all the paramedics and we were hiring people. Jimmy was hired, one of the ones we hired as a paramedic. He was a firefighter paramedic we stole from another fire district or Collier County EMS. Kind of took him away from them, which has worked out great. 04, he became a hazmat tech. He's both has his Fire Officer 1 and 2 certifications. He was promoted in 2011 as a lieutenant. Then in 2017, he became an acting VC, and he's been, striving for this position ever since then. I will say Jimmy, has been through a little rough road. At one time, we were going to promote him, and some things happened. He didn't. He kept his chin up, and it wasn't out of his thing. It was an administrative thing that happened. Kept his chin up, kept his nose to the grindstone, so I'm proud to say that he is now a battalion chief. Congratulations, Jimmy. And his wife, Lisi, will be coming up and pinning him.
Keep your brother in mind, buddy.
Congratulations, well deserved.
Next on our list is Deputy Chief Andrew Schmidt. Andy Schmidt, again, someone else we stole. They tried to train him. We trained him better. We got him from the airport. He's part of USAR. He's been part of USAR since he's been here. 2009, he became a paramedic. 2010, he became a hazmat technician. 2012, he became a lieutenant, promoted to lieutenant right here. He is also Fire Officer 1 and Fire Officer 2, and in 2018, we promoted him to battalion chief. Since that time, he's shown the initiative and the great attitude to become one of our new deputy chiefs. He is now the deputy chief of Special Ops and Fire. So congratulations to Andy Schmidt. His wife, Evelyn, will be pinning him.
No, you gotta go stand Hope you're nice.
Steve's clone.
Guess we saved the best for the last. And that's Assistant Chief Rich Scott. It's one of those things, what can I say about Rich? We've been close best friends since '93 when he got hired. Since that time, he's headed up our MSA program soon thereafter. He also started our boat program that he's started up and managed since that time, still till today. Him and I have been partners and shift mates for the last 25 plus years. He became a lieutenant in 05. Him and I both became lieutenants in 05 together. He became a paramedic in 2013, and then we promoted him as a deputy chief in 2014. And I'm proud to say he's now our assistant chief of operations today. And his wife Sherry is going to come up and pin him, along with his daughter Shelby. Again, I'd like to congratulate all those promoted tonight. Job well done.
Any commissioners' business this evening?
I'd like to mention that we dedicated the Reflection Memorial Park this last week, and it's a beautiful thing that they've set up, and I want to congratulate Chief, the Chief and our Commissioner Lohan and Daigle. The park is named after them, and I think that's it's an awesome thing. Very proud of them.
All right, thank you.
Kudos the same, with the same thank you and congratulations, but also to the girls that set up that whole affair. They did a great job, Nicole and Beverly, and if I'm missing any names, but all the girls did a great job setting that up, and it was a beautiful day for it. Thank you.
Congratulations.
You have anything you want to add?
I just want to say, Chief, you've been doing a great job in your new role. I got some good feedback about the firefighters the other day that responded to a medical call, and it's always good to hear positive feedback. Thank you.
Thank you.
If I may, again, on another note, Chief, the day of that affair, when you had that big brush fire out in my area of Paradise,
Yes.
I just happened to go there on the way home, and everybody in the neighborhood was so proud of the way the men operated and protected their homes. They said it was incredible, their work, so I just want to congratulate you.
Thank you. I'll pass it on to the crews.
And all I want to add is that I was very honored and humbled by the fact that my name was associated with something that special, and I want to thank my fellow board members, especially Commissioner Machuro, for making that happen. Again, I was very humbled. Thank you. Next item is old business. Anything we got to talk about? New business, I need a motion to approve the disposal report.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Chief, report?
Yeah, I have a few things on my list tonight. One thing on the disposal list, even though that bottle was disposed of, it was under warranty and we got a new one to replace it. It was a defect in the bottle. Just because of accounting purposes, we had to dispose of it. The other things, I want to take this opportunity, you've touched on one of them about the park. I would like to thank staff and the commissioners for the park dedication, the reflection area. Also, I'd like to thank staff and everybody involved with the change of command ceremony, which was 2 weeks prior to that. So I'd like to thank staff. They did an excellent job setting that up, partnered with the city to get some of the stage and everything. So I'd like to take an opportunity to thank them for that. The next thing on my list is FASD. 4 of us went up to FASD in Tallahassee. Thought it was very productive. We met with about 6 representatives and senators. Got our point across with some issues. Those issues being independent special fire districts, some of them throughout the state, contract with smaller communities. In the past, it was allowed to be. Some people challenged it in a lawsuit up near Tampa, saying it was illegal, so they're fighting that. So we've talked to senators and House of Representatives about that. The other one that's big and near to dear to us, we haven't had an issue with it yet, but a lot of our friends in the special districts have, which is an ADA lawsuit. Basically, we have a website, we're required only one, special districts are the only ones in the state of Florida required to have a website, us and the special district. So what happens is we put our financials on there, which are in a PDF format. Sometimes they do not transfer well for the blind or people that are hard to see, and so they get sued. We get sued for frivolous lawsuits. So now there is legislation out there right now that we are supporting, FASD is supporting, which is the Florida Association of Special Districts supporting it, to stop those frivolous lawsuits, to let us still be transparent, put our audits, put our financials, put whatever on the website, but put a link through the state of Florida's auditors general. And they will have that, let a bigger entity worry about those lawsuits and/or the software that is needed to do that. So those are a couple issues that are going through the Florida House, and that came out pretty good for us, and we went and talked to our local delegation on it. The next thing, just to keep you informed of, Braxton College, which is MCI out here, our public partner in the fire school, they're looking to do a shift-friendly class in the month of March. Not going to affect any of our operations, but they got another 20 students getting ready to go through our fire school starting in March. A lot of them are coming through they're EMS employees looking to get jobs elsewhere. We're currently working on our annual report. Nicole and her staff is currently working on that. So we should have something, a draft to you guys by next month. The auditors were here the last 2 weeks. Very pleased with the staff and the data they received. I just wanted to pass that on. Wednesday, the 12th, there's a road rally at 10-8 up in Fort Myers off of Alico and Lee Road. We were talking about going up and looking at it because the truck that we are contemplating buying in the near future, the 100-foot mid-mount Pierce, it will be there. And our crews can go up and look at it. The commissioner more than welcome to go up and look at it. It's from 10 to 2 on Wednesday, this Wednesday in 2 days.
Chief, if I may, Chairman, may I interrupt? And that's you're also going to check on the airbags for those? Correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting options, the options that are available on that and a price on there for airbags and
the other
side
things that
curtains.
Okay, thank you, sir.
The last thing I have on there is, you may or may not know, we hired two new firefighters. They are on shift and doing well. And I have nothing else. Any questions from you, the commission?
Thank you. Anybody got any questions? Thank you. Good job.
Chief, do we just get hold of you if we want to go to the
Yes.
thing for the vehicle?
Lunch will be provided for us. Like I said, it's from 10 to 2. Lunch will be around 11:30, 12 o'clock.
Okay, I'm planning on going, just that way.
Okay.
Assistant Chief Scott?
I have nothing, thanks.
We have Deputy Chief Madden's report. Deputy Chief Schmidt, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Just one thing. I'm sure you saw in the news, we did have a structure fire this last month. I just want to recognize Sea-Shift, who happens to be here tonight. They were able to not necessarily save the structure, but they were able to save the exposure next door. Did a great job. And on top of that, Nicole Hornberger went above and beyond in helping this family, trying to find resources after this fire. So I just wanted to give them some recognition.
Thank you. Nice job by everybody.
Yeah.
And we have Fire Marshal Janet Washburn's report. You have anything you'd like to add to that?
No, sir.
Okay, congratulations is in order for a pretty significant award that Janet's going to be getting in April, I believe, right? April?
Yeah, I was going to bring that up at next month, a little
Okay.
closer to the time.
All right, well, I've already given my regrets that I can't make it because I've had a previous commitment, but I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Any public comment? I guess we're good. Need a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Thanks, everybody, for coming. Congratulations again.